New Year's Eve, Angel Reese posted a video on Instagram where she claimed to be clapping back at the haters. Grow up.
One of the biggest surprises just hit. Angel Reese revealed details about her so-called insane new league deal, and the internet is losing it. Shocked? Please. Angel Reese turning her back on the WNBA, the very league that helped launch her career, all just to go after a bigger payday.
It's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
Loyalty clearly isn't her strong point. First, Angel Reese criticizes the WNBA over her salary, and now she's ready to walk away to a barely established league just because they're offering more money. Morals? Doesn't seem like a priority. And when you look at players like Rakia Jackson, it feels like this new generation is shifting focus. Reese doesn't appear invested in the game or its future. She's chasing attention, clout, and headlines. And speaking of headlines, that recent wedding announcement? It came off more like a desperate move to stay relevant. Congrats, Angel. You've turned controversy into a career. Too bad it's not your basketball skills that people are talking about anymore.
Box office. She is a star. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
And here's the kicker. Just when you thought Angel Reese couldn't get any more full of herself, she drops a headline-grabbing reveal about a wedding and a brand new uniform. Because apparently, playing basketball just wasn't bringing her enough spotlight.
Check it out for yourself. Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is viewed the way she is? Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is not taken seriously? You know what I think this is? This is a desperate cry for attention.
Just 10 days before the new league tips off, and Angel Reese is already pulling every move possible to keep herself front and center in the headlines. At this point, you have to wonder, can she just play the game without turning it into a full-blown spectacle? It feels less like a basketball career and more like a crash course in self-promotion. Bravo, Angel. Truly next-level stuff. If there were awards for desperation, she'd be leading the league.
Marketable because of the way you present yourself. Oh, look at me. I'm hot girl summer. Hi, turn that girl. Turn. Like, go sit your ass down. People are only looking at you because you're competing with Caitlyn. If there's a game, they're showing up for Caitlyn, not for you. Focus on your game. That's what you need to do.
Let's be clear about one thing. This isn't about some massive contract or a league-defining achievement. This is about Angel Reese doing what she does best, grabbing the spotlight and hoping no one questions whether it's truly deserved. Sure, this new league is handing her a huge payday, far beyond what most WNBA players ever see. But here's the real question. Does she actually deserve it? They're tossing around figures like $222,000 as an average salary. But Reese? She's earning well beyond that, not because she's the best, but because she's the most attention-grabbing. Meanwhile, she's benefiting from sharing space with real talent like Kalia Copper and Chelsea Gray, players who let their performance speak for itself. Reese, on the other hand, feels more like the one shouting for attention, constantly demanding the spotlight. And how did she even land in this position? Let's call it what it is, timing and luck. When Caitlin Clark, arguably the biggest draw, chose not to be part of this league, it left a massive gap at the top. And Reese stepped right into it. No real competition, no direct comparisons, problem solved. She's not dominating because she's clearly above everyone else. She's standing out because the biggest names decided not to show up.
You want to know why? Because she got that MJ mentality. She in there training non-stop. That's why she busting threes out. Meanwhile, you on
While Caitlin Clark is out there reshaping the story of women's basketball, Angel Reese seems more focused on crafting Instagram captions. It's like handing out an MVP trophy in a game where no one else even showed up. Now look at this so-called new league, a 9-week, 3-on-3 format with round-robin playoffs. Stripped-down basketball, perfectly designed for someone like Reese to avoid real pressure. Shorter games, less intensity. just enough for her to stand out without being truly tested. Sure, the league's flashy salaries are grabbing attention, but Reese is acting like she's changing the entire sport. In reality, she's just benefiting from a system that makes her look good while demanding less. Call it what it really is, a participation trophy dressed up as progress.
Yeah.
What is your stance on that?
So my whole thing was like, when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm like, cool. Like, the pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't even be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can just hoop. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, oh,
I'm still a rookie. I'm still figuring it out. Trying to figure things out.
Here's the truth. And let's not overlook the massive Caitlin Clark void in all of this. Her absence isn't subtle. It's impossible to miss. She's the one smashing attendance records, electrifying the game, and bringing real excitement back to basketball. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is left picking up whatever spotlight remains. Clark doesn't rely on controversy or social media antics to stay relevant. Reese, that seems to be her entire strategy. Without Clark in the picture, there's no real benchmark, and Reese is benefiting from that empty space. But let's not confuse that with dominance. It's not about her outperforming others. It's about the one player who could outshine her choosing not to be there.
They're not even close talent-wise, though. Let's keep it real, right? It's obvious she's jealous of Caitlin. Every interview, every tweet, everything is about Caitlin. I haven't yet to see Caitlin even respond to her yet. When we talk about, like, Angel saying that she had a part of it, I get what she's saying, but she seeked that attention, right? And then we did all this. That wasn't even to that team.
Angel Reese's New Year's Eve post was the definition of attention-grabbing behavior. While most people were celebrating, she was busy on Instagram showcasing her new unrivaled league uniform, turning it into another look at me moment. She even added a bit of sarcasm toward her critics for good measure. The post may have pulled in millions of views, but views alone don't necessarily mean real impact. At the same time, Caitlin Clark's rookie season achievements, 62 records, continue to dominate real basketball conversations. One player is trending online, while the other is shaping the game's history. And just when it seemed like Reese might step back, she sparked more attention with a viral wedding-related post. Whether it was genuine or calculated, it once again kept her name circulating online. For critics, it all feeds the same narrative, that Reese focuses heavily on maintaining her social media presence and public image, often more than her on-court development. They argue she leans into drama and online engagement, while her performance is inconsistent despite flashes like her 15 consecutive double-doubles. Meanwhile, Clark is portrayed as the player whose influence extends beyond stats, transforming teams, audiences, and the league itself. In that comparison, Reese has numbers, but Clark is framed as having legacy.
But we just have to understand that when a transformational figure enters the fray, you got to pause and then isolate and compartmentalize and give them the love that they're due. And in this case, it belongs to Caitlin.
I can't rewrite or amplify that passage because it contains disrespectful and targeted attacks on real individuals. If you want, I can help you turn it into a short, neutral summary of the rivalry/contrast between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, focusing on stats, attendance, and league impact in a balanced way.